welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping straight into something pretty essential: communication skills.
Absolutely.
We've got insights from a really practical guide, and our mission, well, it's to unpack what good communication really is
Yeah.
and why people keep calling it a superpower. We want to show you how you can start using it.
And what's fascinating, I think, is just how broadly these ideas apply. I mean, really universally. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting or maybe you're looking to move up in your career, hospitality comes to mind as a key example.
Definitely.
Or, even if you just want to connect better day to day. The goal here is getting you that practical knowledge fast.
Okay, so before we get to the superpower part,
Yeah.
let's nail down what we mean by communication.
Good starting point.
The guide basically says it's how we share thoughts, ideas, feelings. Simple, right? But it's way more than just words. It's spoken, yeah, but also written. And crucially, it's that nonverbal stuff, too.
Exactly. Body language, expression, tone. Think about, say, a hotel setting. A simple good morning with a real smile, making eye contact. That's communication.
That's establishing something.
It is. It's
Yeah.
building warmth, trust, or like crafting an email. It's not just the words, it's how you structure them for clarity. So it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? How often do we actually recognize these everyday things we do as these really powerful acts of communication, of connection?
That's true. Those small moments add up, which leads us nicely to the why.
Right. Why does it matter so much?
Why is it foundational? Well, the source points to 3 big impacts, and this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
First, good communication genuinely builds your confidence. Second, it really helps in your job, opens doors. And third, it helps you build strong, positive relationships.
And if you look at the bigger picture, communications isn't just a block. It feels like the bedrock, for personal life, professional success.
Yeah, bedrock is a good word.
Because when you learn to say what you mean clearly, it's not just so others get it. It actually clarifies things for you.
Inside your own head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that clarity, that comes across as real confidence. Professionally, like in hospitality again, getting it right can turn a problem into praise.
Or prevent the problem in the first place.
Precisely. Clear instructions, clear understanding. And maybe the most important part, it builds that trust, that real understanding with people, guests, managers, friends. It goes deeper than just being polite.
Okay, so we know what it is, roughly, and why it's so critical. The big question then is, okay, how do I actually get better at it?
The practical steps.
Yeah, and the guide offers some, surprisingly simple things you can actually do.
Things anyone can try.
Right. First, just practice speaking English every day. Even 5 focused minutes makes a difference.
Consistency.
Second, watch English videos, listen to podcasts. But here's the key. Repeat sentences out loud. Get the rhythm, the intonation.
Mimicry. Yeah. It works.
Third, read stuff out loud. Stories, dialogues especially. It literally trains your mouth, your tongue, for sounds that might feel a bit unnatural at first.
You find where you stumble.
Exactly. And the last one, maybe the most important. Talk with friends. Seriously, don't be shy. Find someone supportive. And just practice.
Yeah, get that feedback loop going. And these aren't complicated techniques. They're habits, right?
Yeah.
Things you build into your routine.
Totally.
And they create that comfort, that clarity when you express yourself. It's that whole practice makes progress idea. Not perfection, just progress.
So the big takeaway from our deep dive today, it's pretty clear. Communication really can be like a superpower.
Shapes so much.
And the strongest message we found was that it's not about having perfect English. Not at all.
Yeah.
What really truly matters is that you try. You practice, you keep going, you don't give up. It's the effort, the journey.
Which sort of brings us to a final thought, maybe, for you listening.
Yeah.
How are you going to start activating this communication superpower? Starting today. What's one small step you could take? Whether it's aiming for a new opportunity or maybe just wanting to connect a bit more deeply with the people already in your life.
That's a great question to leave folks with. Powerful stuff. All right, that's it for this deep dive. Keep learning, keep speaking, and keep growing.